morning, everybody. It's time to make shift happen. Get ready to shift your perspective on life, people, and the world we live in. And here to help you do that are your shift chicks, Fran Holinda and Lisa A.
Good morning, shifters. I'm Fran Holinda.
And I'm Lisa A.
And it's time to make shift happen. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
oh
weeks
my
till
God.
Santa Claus.
Oh, my season's almost over. I'm sad.
This season. I am excited because I actually started to navigate through the maze of boxes. I was so excited. And it feels Christmassy.
I know. It looks Christmassy.
It really does.
It does.
Each little section, I have so much stuff.
I know. You have like too many boxes.
No, I do. I have too many boxes.
I thought I had a lot of boxes.
No, I tried to tell you. And actually, and I was right about certain things, too. Most of my stuff has nothing to actually do with a Christmas tree itself.
Right. It's all decorating.
It's all stuff. And I have this owl thing. You know I love owls. So I have all these woodlandy owls. So I have this little tree. It's like 4.5 feet tall. And I put it up on a little table. And it's all woodlandy. It's like very rustic. And
nice.
it came out so fabulous.
The fireplace looks nice.
My little fireplace. I have my fireplace. I can't do stockings because as soon as you light the fire, they melt.
Right.
It's kind of a fire hazard.
You have to get steel
it's
stockings.
kind of a problem now. So, but I'll hang some stockings around. Yeah, I really started to feel very festive last night.
Finally.
I know.
Finally, I'm getting Fran in the mood.
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miniature Christmas trees.
Wow.
Of varying sizes in my house. I do not need to buy a big tree.
I know, when you said 4.5, my mother came to my mind immediately because that's about how tall she is.
Do you decorate her?
No, but that's a good idea. I think I should.
Mom, just stand here for a while. Put your arms out. But I saw, when you start, and again, I'm not as creative, with decorating as I'd like to be. I mean, I love HGTV. I love all this stuff. But when you start looking at, some of the suggestions that are out there, the Property Brothers, who are two of my favorite, those are the twins, they were on the Today Show yesterday, and they were decorating ideas without Christmas tree, but making Christmas trees. I mean, some of the stuff requires a lot of work, but the simplest one I saw was a ladder.
I know. I told you my neighbor has that, but she has it
unbelievable.
Open. You said this one was closed, right?
No, they opened it and they did drop down where you put the paint can or whatever, and then they put stuff on it. But if you kept it up, you would have a perfect A-frame, right? The A-frame shape, which is what a tree essentially is. And they just took garland and they wrapped it up. I just love the whole idea.
Yeah, she has presents on it.
Yeah.
And it's in her front yard.
Yeah. You put the outdoor decorations.
Yeah, it was really nice.
There's so many creative things and so many ways to do it. And today, as I was getting ready to leave for the show, my neighbor who bought my artificial tree, she swung by into my driveway and said it's the most beautiful tree she ever had.
So
she has it in her window. People are stopping. I was like,
it went into good hands.
It went into good hands. So I gave it a good home. It made me happy.
You know what we forgot to do this year?
No.
Shift chicks on a shelf.
Shift chicks on a shelf.
We forgot
Nobody
to do that.
puts the shift chicks on a shelf.
This is very true. Yeah.
Well, we came close. We were bar chicks.
We were bar chicks, yeah.
So we had, I think we had a good time, and I think we
fabulous
were
time.
Extremely well received. We did our bartending stint at Mr. C's Cocktail Corner.
Yes,
and let's say they asked us back.
I know, we're back by popular demand.
I don't know.
Supposedly.
Well, I don't know if it was really popular. Well, a vote of 2 at least.
We said yes. Okay, we're coming.
All
back.
right. All you had to tell somebody said is, I don't even think she got the question. She's like,
sure.
Would you? We're like, sure. Sure.
What day is that?
But it was really nice of everybody to come out and wish us well and support us.
It's
and
very nice.
My Santa Claus Napolitan I thought was quite a hit, as was your what was it?
Mine was a peppermint bark. It was really a chocolate martini, but he named it a peppermint bark. Yeah, he wanted a bark. Yes. They went over huge. People had a good time.
I didn't know we were going to have to make the drink, though. I really panicked with that. Did you?
Yeah.
See, I envisioned myself.
Well, you're a martini girl.
I'm a martini girl. What I was amazed at, to be really honest with you, was without really having any skills at all.
Yeah.
That you managed to make it just...
You topped it off perfectly.
Perfect to the glass. And I marvel at that all the time, how they don't waste any alcohol.
And believe it or not, I didn't either. And mine had 5 liquors in it.
Yeah, you went a little crazy on that one.
Well, I didn't really realize it was all that liquor. There was whoever drank that drink, he got a serious buzz. Seriously. And then they got to suck on the candy cane afterwards.
Nobody exactly ran out of there, so I guess they were having a good time. Well, one of the things that we did is is we went around to everyone and we asked them if they would like to say a few words to everybody. And
Natalie
let's play it.
from Belmar. Merry Christmas to everyone.
I'm Patty from Ocean.
Well, she's from Ocean.
Well, we got Patty from Ocean and we lost her.
We lost her.
What happened to Patty?
Hope she didn't go in the ocean.
Oh, well, this is kind of how... all right, well, you keep talking
Yeah,
here.
you know, this is live radio. By the way, Mr. C's is a great place. It's on Allen Road in
Natalie
Allenhurst.
Prudenti from Belmar. Merry Christmas to everyone.
I'm Patty from Ocean Township, and I want to say Merry Christmas to all my angels in heaven.
I'm Annie from Ocean Township, and I'd like to say Merry Christmas.
Cook Smith from Lock Harbor, New Jersey. Merry Christmas from the Jersey Shore.
Lori Smith, Lock Arbor. Ho ho, Merry Christmas, yes.
My name is Philip Moore, and I'm from Ocean Township, nearby here. Exit 100 on the Parkway.
That's how we identify.
I'm here at Mr. C's, and we wish everybody else was here to join us.
Mr. C, would you like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas?
I wish everybody Merry Christmas from Mr. C's.
Hi, I'm Frank Marchese, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas live from Mr. C's.
Merry Christmas and a healthy, happy New Year to all.
Don't forget prosperous.
And prosperous.
Okay, my name is Sal Hara. I'm from Wanamasa, and I'd like to wish a happy Hanukkah to all the Jewish people and a Merry Christmas to all the Christian people.
He has a lovely Christmas, that's all. You know, I mean, I have 4 great grandkids, and you know, I would love to go see them. They're out in Houston, Texas, and you know, yeah, I see pictures and just, you know, you sort of cave in a little bit, you know.
It's harmony in the world than what's out there now.
Charlie Cox, Asbury Park. I would like to say I hope everyone appreciates this Christmas and has the best one that they ever had in their life.
Aunt Linda.
This was a fantastic night, and I wish you both a lot of luck.
Thank you so much.
You both have a lot of love, and you're perfect together. Yeah, Shift Chicks.
Shift Chicks.
I would never miss another event. Excellent.
There you go. We have a fan. Uncle George.
Uncle George says the world needs more stuff like this going on. And very good. Brings people together. I love it.
Thank you. And from the Shift Chicks,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I brought jingle bells.
Oh, jingle bells.
That's our jingle bells.
They
at
look
the
like
end.
Rudolph's bells.
They're, well, you know, bells. We talked about this
With
last
you, they're
week.
probably balls,
So
yes.
wasn't that nice of everybody?
That was
we
really
went
nice,
around
yes.
it, and I just wanted to tell you I'm adding editor to my resume.
I know.
That was, for me, that was
Jack of all trades.
quite the feat.
That was a good job. You
That
did a
was,
very good
it was a
job.
lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to have everybody, and I really appreciated the fact that people took the time to say hello.
It was very, very nice.
So the new event, which is going to be on the 19th, and we realize that, you know, we're broadcasting all over the place, and so this is a limited area.
Right.
But we have S. Claus. We have a special guest.
Yes.
S. Claus will be doing Christmas
He'll be there
caroling.
right before Christmas time, week before Christmas.
Singing Christmas caroling karaoke.
Christmas, yeah,
Because
Christmas
who doesn't
karaoke.
know Christmas songs?
Everybody knows the words. I don't even think he's going to have to put the words up.
No, you
Let's
don't need.
face it.
Who
no.
doesn't know Jingle Bells?
Right, Jingle Bells. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Most wonderful time of the year. There's so many songs.
Yeah, there's 1,000 of them, and of course, you know. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Every time I hear it, I conjure up Home Alone. I think it's very funny now.
Exactly.
I can't get past certain songs in Home Alone. But anyway, so and then we're going to really take it.
Yeah, this is going to be cool. We're taking it to
going
the
out
next
on a big
level.
limb, and we're going to do a live podcast from there.
That's
live
gonna be
broadcast
awesome.
podcast. Yeah,
yeah, live streaming podcast. Is that right? How would you really say that?
I mean, I
Because-
think a podcast by definition is recorded, so I'm not sure what the hell we're doing.
right. So it's a live streaming podcast.
Hopefully we'll know what we're
Yeah,
doing when we
exactly.
get there. We didn't know what we were doing
Yeah,
when
so
we made drinks, and we did
Come
fine,
out and
so
see us.
I'm
Santa
never
Claus,
worried.
Christmas karaoke, and the Shift Chicks
And the Shift Chicks.
broadcasting live.
Yeah, if you want to be
How
on
much more
the-
exciting can that be? The Christmas tree
Please,
is lit.
be still my heart.
On the beach. They have 2 Christmas trees on the beach. It's a beautiful view. Mr. C's, Allen Road, Allenhurst, New Jersey, Wednesday the 19th.
Christmas, we are
Come on out.
We are throwing up Christmas.
We really are.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about actually. But you know what? One of the things that was interesting about that little audio that we have, and you'll notice there's a theme. You know, appreciate this year, harmony.
Right.
We are starving for harmony this year.
We sure are.
It's really more than ever. I mean, we've been on the planet for a while, and,
Don't remind me.
and we've been cognizant of Christmas for a while.
That's why I put up the 2.5-year-old Lisa A last night.
I thought that wasn't you. That was you?
That's me.
It was you.
That's Christmas past. I hope this wasn't our Christmas
Way.
tree. Yeah, way past. Way past my bedtime, probably, too.
Yeah,
Look
right.
like-
You look adorable. You were cute.
yeah, what happened?
I don't know. It's
My
called gravity.
God. It's called everything.
Gravity. No, but seriously,
Yes,
people are.
And I think that's why I don't really feel when I'm out in the stores and stuff. I don't feel everybody seems to be really not in a Christmas spirit, and it hurts my heart because I love this time of the year. But nobody seems to be into it. And you talk to people about where they're going and what they're doing, and it seems a little empty this year.
Well, I think we've established that, at a certain point in time, if there's not small children around, it changes the face of what you, and it becomes more about the feeling. Christmas is as much a feeling as it is a day on the
It has
calendar.
to be in your heart anyway.
And I'm listening to Christmas songs as I was driving down here today, and the house is starting to get more festive, and I'm feeling Christmassy in my heart. I really am. I'm starting to really feel like this. I think the event really brought that out when people are saying things like, we need more stuff like this together. It's what we were saying. People want to be having fun together. I don't think they care as much about stuff.
Well, you shouldn't. First of all, we all know that's not the reason for the season, but it is about obviously Jesus, but it's about family and experiences together, making some memories together, and creating memories and creating experiences. The whole gift giving and the stress, it's just too much trouble. Everybody needs just to relax and enjoy one another. Good food, good drink, good friends. Whatever it may be that you're doing.
Good podcasts.
Good
it's
podcasts.
The perfect day to listen to podcasts. And speaking of listening to podcasts, this is our present for the season.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa, latest episode of Makeshift Happen Show on iHeartRadio.
Getting the latest episode of Makeshift Happen Show. Here it is from iHeartRadio.
We did it.
We did it. We
it
made
to
iHeartRadio. High five, girl.
Yay!
There you go.
That's our new sound.
We are on iHeartRadio.
We are on iHeartRadio. We are literally everywhere now.
We really are.
I think we've hit every major platform. And I was telling our engineer earlier today, Bill. Good morning, Bill. If he's there, are you there? He's not live.
Good morning.
He's waving.
Good
there
morning.
he is. We applied to Pandora as well.
Yes,
because you have to send in some of the questions are ridiculous. I don't know this stuff.
I know. I mean, really.
I don't know what you want to know from me. How many bits and bytes, and who cares? Just listen.
Just listen. And if you like it, put it up.
Besides, some of the funny thing is about all of this, too, is how good you sound is also on the device that you play it on. I mean,
Right.
I play on certain laptops I have at home, and we sound fabulous because it's got Beats Audio or something. I played us through Alexa. We sounded great because Alexa has a nice stereo speaker built into it. So that's our present to each other this year, I think, is iHeartRadio.
Yeah, they accepted us, so we're very happy.
We've been accepted. It's like graduating.
But we're on TuneIn, Spotify,
you name
CastBox,
Stitcher, Audio Mac, Podbean. BeanPod, whatever.
You can find us anywhere.
SoundCloud,
and there's no
Mixcloud,
excuse that you can't listen to us.
Really.
We're floating on the clouds.
If you're listening to us, we would like to request a favor. Because again, as much as we hate social media, could you please just like the damn page? Just, we're so close. We're over 7, not 1,000. Come on, we could do this. We know we have listeners out there. So if you don't mind, please, just because.
Yeah, just like us.
Because Facebook,
even if you don't, just like us.
Facebook sends messages. I think it's to make you feel bad about yourself. Hey, you're this close.
Right.
Hey,
exactly.
But you're not there yet.
They
loser.
Facebook shame
I mean,
you.
what do you the Facebook shame?
Right, seriously.
At least we're not in Facebook jail.
Yeah, well, that's true.
This,
I've never landed in there. Did you?
I think one time, but I don't even know what for. It's so stupid. Well, when you see some of the stuff that's posted out there, I don't understand. Do you remember when I had gone to one of the Rescue Ridge events? Mm-hmm. They had a drag show in Asbury.
Yes,
and I had done a Facebook Live while the queens, were doing their acts, and they were singing, I guess, copyrighted songs or whatever the term is for the songs. They were singing those songs. They took it down because I videoed them singing something else.
Yeah, but I'm surprised they did that. Well, but you were in a bar that was covered by ASCAP.
But don't you see people out there doing all these parodies to the Christmas songs, especially since this whole "Baby It's Cold Outside" crapola happened and everything?
Well, I think if you take it off YouTube, it's allowed to go up there. Like if you post a YouTube song,
I have no idea what the rules are. But
it's ridiculous.
It's impossible for me to know what they are. And speaking of, I think this is kind of a good segue, actually. So, I had posted something. I think this is the power of social media, though.
It really is.
So when Kevin Hart was first announced as the host or the possible, well, no, he was the host.
Yeah,
for
they
the
picked him for the host
for the Oscars. I, like other people, were kind of surprised, and it wasn't so much. How do I want to say this? Not so much for the past things that he's done or some of the things that he's done. I just think it's sort of like a Megyn Kelly situation. Mm-hmm. You have someone who's controversial
to begin with,
for whatever reason, right? Mm-hmm. why are you trying to make them fit into this mold of network television and like the whole format of that show?
Well, we had Chris Rock a couple times, who is probably worse than Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan.
No, not a fan at all. If you watch Netflix, Chris Rock on Netflix, don't. But if you do, you'll know why. I don't know. I just think, well, first of all, Kevin Hart, say what you want to say about him. He is very funny. I think he probably would have behaved. My guess is he would have done a good job. But, it was something he said about the LBG, whatever. I can never get all those 5-syllable letters correctly. Whatever.
LBGQ?
TQ. Yeah, something like that.
No offense to anyone. We
all
just
comedians
prolific
do that.
at it.
Right. And, you hear all the single time, oh, it's just satire, so it's okay. But, everybody that gets up on that stage, what about when the two girls did it, Tina Fey and the other one, they didn't do the Academy. What did they do? They did another award show.
Oh, yeah.
They slammed everybody in everything and said horrible things. But it was okay, because they were Saturday Night Live chicks and,
Well, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I don't think they're not. They never cross into
get
blue
dirty, no.
or dirty or anything like that. You know what it is? I think the problem is this that some people this was the controversy was that he was originally asked, and then the next part of the controversy was then he was asked to apologize for past comments. Now this is really the heart of my discussion I want to have today is at what point in time, and we've talked about this when it comes to sexual assault, and when we had the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, how far back and how many times do you have to apologize for something that was said in a time frame? I mean, saying bad things about people is never acceptable, but somehow comedy, as you say, satire, people have gotten away with it forever and a day. Don Rickles made fun of people years and years ago.
What about Joan Rivers, the things that she would say about people? But it was funny, though.
And we all laughed at it.
And people took it lightly. Nowadays, you can't say anything.
Well, the point is that some of these comments were made in 2009. Some of them were made in 2011. You're talking over 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years. He's already addressed it, and he's already apologized. So his first reaction was, exactly that. I've already addressed this. I'm not going to keep going back. It's sort of like if you have if you're in a relationship with someone, right, and you have problems, you go to a counselor, right? They'll tell you here's what happened. You address it, and you never bring it up again. Yeah. You don't throw it back in somebody's face. It's done. It's over. It's addressed.
It's the past.
But we keep on bringing this stuff up and bringing this stuff up. So then he ultimately stepped down and then again apologized. And even with that, GLAAD said that, he missed an opportunity. He should not have stepped down. He should have hosted the show and stepped up.
True. He probably should have.
Okay, but did you want the show to be about this?
No, but he could have just said a quick, something about it. I don't know. Well, first of all, half the people in the Academy Award audience is that way. I'm just saying. Don't send me any emails.
But that was why there was controversy, because they're saying, based on the population.
And half of his friends that are in comedy and half of his friends that are in Hollywood are. So I really don't think that he's legitimately homophobic, because you can't go to Hollywood and not be in that scene, or with any nationality, religions, gay, straight, whatever it may be. You're going to run into all that. So it's very hard to be.
It's a diversified population.
So you're not population in general, exactly. But but Hollywood is Hollywood, and you get all these actors and actresses who haven't come out yet that are probably would have just laughed at his jokes. I mean, I don't know. I just think they take everything too far today. You can't say anything. It's just so I'm really over it. I would have liked to see him do it. Put it that way.
Well, given how I feel about award shows being, whether they be issue driven or political, I will say this 1,000,001 times. When you have people with this kind of fame, I won't say stature because he's small, he's short.
Another Christmas tree.
Yeah, right. When you have people with with that kind of fame and following, you don't need a platform like an award show. You have an automatic platform. When Will Smith puts a post out, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, it goes viral instantly. Mm-hmm. The same thing with these other celebs. They don't need to wait.
He just did something the other day that was really cool.
Something about his son, I think it's his son. His son is his best friend.
Oh,
his
okay. Yeah, that
his
was-
eldest son, is like his best friend. They're on location in Dubai. I saw something about
Yeah,
it
it
too.
was really cute.
But that's just a perfect example of somebody who says something and everybody. He's not standing on a stage at an award show. So
Right.
for me to have someone like Kevin Hart, if he was going to host, I personally don't want to hear anything about the controversy.
This is
I
true.
want to hear about the whole idea. And so when he stepped down, I think what he said made a lot of sense. I'm stepping down because I don't want to be the distraction. Oh, listen to me. I'm
You keep-
jingling.
you're jingling
I know
away.
because I have my bells on. And I
You're
told you I'd
bouncing
be here
your
with
seat.
bells on
You
today,
did.
did I not?
And I told
Literally.
you I'd be here with lights on.
And you have lights on all over you. But I just think I think in a way he did the right thing in his speech by saying, it's about the people. If you're gonna sit there and pat yourself on the back, Hollywood,
Right.
Oh, we did such a good job. Let's
I
give
know.
ourselves awards. Then let it be about the awards.
And then half of the presenters and the winners say worse things than some of these hosts say.
I'm not watching it, so you're going to have to be the one to
I don't know. We might have to call up Feldman for that.
And then we were talking again about comments made and how far back we're going to go. So when you talk about of course all the entertainment shows are talking about this as we are. Who gets a hall pass, who doesn't, and then of course Roseanne came up. She didn't get a hall pass, and based on her comment. That if you're basing it on that one comment compared to some of the things that have been put out there, that was really mild. It wasn't
mild.
nice.
No,
but
it wasn't nice.
But it wasn't. I saw TV Land.
Yes, she's back on.
She's back on TV Land. They put
She's
Roseanne
been on.
I
It's
thought
about
that she
a
was.
month now.
Everybody had removed
Everybody took her off, but the TV Land put her back on.
I guess the outcry.
I go TV Land. Hashtag TV Land.
No, I think
absolutely.
should have. Why punish? See, this is the other part of the problem. The show itself was on the air for as many years as it was on, and whatever topics it dealt with apparently wasn't offensive enough to take it off because it was on for so long.
And they dealt with a lot of topics.
So who are you punishing? You're really punishing the cast, the actors. You're not just punishing her.
Exactly.
If you're worried about residuals.
And I got to tell you, I could watch that show over and over and over again.
Do you watch the Connors? Have you succumbed?
No, I tuned in the first time, and then one night I was flipping the channels a little bit, and I think it's awful. I really do. I don't think it's funny.
I actually like. Well,
I don't think
what's
it's
her
funny
face?
at all.
Jackie.
She gives me an anxiety attack.
She is so.
She does. So she gives me an anxiety.
She's very funny. I like it. I think it's fine. And you know what?
I don't think the ratings are doing that well.
Well, I think because again you had the controversy, and there's people who are like yourself though who I don't think even if it was good you'd admit it.
No, I really would. I swear I would. All I care about is they take the View off. Somebody
Did you
please
see
take
that?
the View off.
Is that why are people?
Or at least take that redheaded devil off.
Why are people every once in a while there's like a poll? Is that a real poll? No. Or is it just somebody that
she
just
had a
decides?
big fight with Meghan McCain the other day. It was awful. She's got to go. She's such a miserable thing. I
don't watch it. See, I just don't even watch it.
Yeah, they end up showing you clips, so you just can't help.
What happened?
Oh, it was when George Bush died.
Okay.
And they were going to make the beginning of the show all about him. And then she has to go and start about Trump. So all Meghan McCain said, can we just show a little respect today and just keep it about like what? And she's like, don't you tell me what to do. And they got a huge
Are you
fight.
serious?
Yeah. And it's like, if she's not telling you what to do, but why do you have to bring Trump into it? And,
every day.
It's like, it's constant. It's really getting annoying.
Well, somebody keeps giving her this platform, so I don't know.
ABC gets a pass on a lot of things. A lot of things. It's awful.
Well, again, the good thing about television and the good thing about radio and podcasts and every other form of entertainment, if you want to call it that, is that we have options and we can just click
Change the
off
channel.
and change the channel. And maybe if enough people, the interesting thing too is like for Whoopi Goldberg, for example, right? She's actually had some fabulous roles. Like her role in Color Purple, she was like amazing. There's other roles that she's had. She's really very good.
Ghost, she was awesome in Ghost.
But because of this show, I really
can't stand her.
I've changed my thoughts about, and that's a shame because really I would like to be able to separate and say, she's I don't agree with her politics and I don't agree with what she has to say.
But she's a good actress.
But she's still a good actress, and
Right.
she's still when
She's
they
in
put her in
something
a
new
role.
now.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't-
what I was going to say. I mean, I wouldn't not go see something, and I would like to give somebody their proper due. But you have to realize that.
I got to tell you, you know who was on ABC? Good Morning America this morning?
No,
Leah Remini. Okay, with that
this
show,
movie. I know you want to see this movie.
When I tell you the whole cast, the cameramen, the people, nobody could breathe. She was so friggin' funny. It
She's,
was
she's Jennifer Lopez's best friend.
Yeah, they're best
supposedly.
friend in real life.
I didn't realize
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that. So now they're in this movie. I know Milo's doing the circuit.
Yeah, she gets
Look at
Milo.
that
Yeah,
face.
he was on Kelly. He was cute. I think he's so cute. I don't know. There's something about him that's just cute.
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, do you remember him in one of the Rocky
Yes.
movies? Yeah, I remember. That's the first time I recognized him. I was like, wait a minute.
I know this face.
I think even if he played a bad guy in a movie, I don't think we can get Jack out of our heads.
No, that's the problem.
He has
yeah.
become Jack Pearson.
He's Jack, just Jack. Yeah.
He's just and that is exactly what is going to be. So
I could see him playing a bad guy with like a black leather jacket.
Well, I mean, I could see it, but I don't think we'd believe it. I think we'd always look for the Jack, and that sometimes
stop trying to act like a bad guy. You're really nice.
Exactly. Sometimes people have such an affiliation with a role that they can't ever get out of it. Like I remember when The Sopranos was big.
Yes.
Some of the actors were saying that they'll never be able to do anything else again because Tony Soprano was Tony Soprano.
Well, remember when James Gandolfini and Julia Roberts played him the Mexican?
They didn't.
It was like. He's still Tony to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's still a pretty woman to me.
Yeah. So I mean, but she's in a movie that
movie.
Yep.
What is it? Bring Back
Benjamin's Back or something like that.
Ben's back. That's it. They say that Oscar-worthy performance, one of her best ever.
We have the Golden Globe nominations came out. I don't know if you saw the post. Here we groan again because I really just I can't. Excuse me. I really can't stand it. But just quickly. Because we did actually see some movies.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born are Best Motion Picture Drama nominees. So together we saw Bohemian Rhapsody, and you saw A Star Is Born.
Right.
What do you think?
I love them both, but I don't think either of them are Oscar worthy. Nor do I think a movie like Black Panther would be Oscar worthy. I can't believe those were Best Picture.
Well, we haven't seen that. Okay. So then you have Best Picture, musical or comedy. I don't think we've seen any of these. Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, Green Book, which looks awesome. We had this conversation last week. Mary Poppins Returns, which I actually was.
Oh my God.
And Vice, which isn't even out yet.
Yeah. Which, do you think that's fair?
Well,
when they do that, shouldn't there be some cutoff
It's the
time?
Hollywood Foreign Press,
I know,
right?
but at what point do you cut it off where your movie shouldn't be able to make it in anymore?
Well, it would be nice if it was at least released to the general
people,
public.
right?
Okay, so then we have the Best Motion Picture Animated. We saw none of these. Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Which I will see none of, by the way.
Well, some of the animated ones can be kind of funny. I'm just trying to see. I think that might be. Is that the only? Is that all the other categories?
I think.
And then we have songs, and then you have actors and actresses, and so on. I mean, I'll be honest.
Gaga got named for song, didn't she? For Shallow.
Well, that's in Grammys too, right?
Oh yeah, she'll be in that too.
So I mean, I have 16 pages really of things.
Well, they do TV too, so it's like
TV,
they do everything.
But I mean, we were really let's see. So we were really just talking about the movies. So I didn't see. So Lady Gaga did get nominated for Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama, right?
I thought, I heard that she did, and then somebody said, no, you heard wrong. And I'm like, no, I don't think I heard wrong.
So you have Glenn Close in The Wife, Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born, Nicole Kidman, Destroyer, Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Rosamund Pike, A Private War.
Did you see anything about Nicole Kidman? Did you see that movie at all? You don't even know it's Nicole Kidman. She's going to walk away with the Oscar.
Destroyer?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the movie is, though.
Neither do I. But if you take a look at the trailer, first of all, you're like, who is that? And it's her. It's almost like when Charlize Theron played I can't think of the name of the movie right now, where she completely transformed herself. That's how Nicole Kidman is, and they say her performance, she's probably going to win.
Well, one of the things, Golden Globes, they come out before the Oscars, right? And they usually are
they base them on that.
Yeah, they usually are. So what this does for me, when I have a list like this, is, it maybe sparks my interest a little bit. Now, you saw A Star Is Born. You weren't in love with it like everybody else was.
No, I didn't get the whole. I needed a tissue, except the end song, like I told you.
It's going to happen.
And that, maybe it's because I saw The Past One with Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson, and then I had my aunt tell me about the original Star Is Born. But you already know it's going to happen. It just happens a different way. So
right.
I don't know. I didn't get that whole thing that everybody got. I mean, I'm not saying they were both very good in it. Don't get me wrong. She was good in it, and the music was amazing in it. But Oscar worthy, I don't know.
I don't think Bohemian Rhapsody is Oscar worthy.
No.
I think his performance,
yeah, he did a good job.
Could be considered.
But to
I
win
have to
an
look
Oscar,
and see whether or not. I don't think I don't know, and I don't know. Is it a drama? I guess it's a drama.
Didn't he get
Why
nominated?
isn't it a musical?
I know, it was all music in there.
Let's see. Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born. This is best performance by an actor, drama. William Dafoe, At Eternity's Gate. Lucas Hedges, Boy Erased. Rami Malek.
Yeah,
yep.
he got it. Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody, and John David Washington for Black Klansman. I mean,
we shall see.
We'll see. Not me.
Well, we shall listen.
I'll be reading after.
We shall listen.
But I think we talked about this last year at this time, or would it be the beginning of? Was one of the things that Randy and I had done the one year, which was to go if you don't see all the movies, AMC gives you an opportunity in a series of 2 weekends.
Oh, really?
To sit literally all day long and watch the nominated, all the motion picture nominated. That's just the pictures, not the actors.
That's a great idea.
It's a pretty decent ticket. It's not overly.
It'd be a great
expensive.
idea if they were going by our opinion.
Well, so if you've only seen one or two of the ones that are nominated, it's a good way to catch up. Mm-hmm. If you're interested at all, and if you plan on watching the award show, see that was always the problem for me. I'm watching, and they took away what I liked about it, but then they opened their mouths with all the other crap that they said. But then I wouldn't seeing enough of the movies to even understand what I'm looking at, or know that they're judging them properly. Or
no, I heard a lot of people really loved Black Panther. They said it's an excellent movie.
Yeah.
But is that type of movie Oscar worthy of a drama?
I don't know. I didn't see the movie. Well, Wonder Woman 2. I don't think she was nominated, but it wasn't the superhero movie the way we
there should be another category for that. If they're going to create,
well, this is Golden Globes, isn't the Oscars? Weren't they wrestling with coming up?
They were,
because their ratings are so. These shows, I think it's a bunch of people who want to pat themselves on the back, whether the Hollywood Foreign Press votes for them or somebody else votes for them. I don't think anybody gives a crap anymore. I just don't.
Nobody does. Nobody cares.
I don't care about the fashion.
I know the whole red carpet thing is real, and none of them even look good anyway. I just don't.
It's just not real life anymore.
No, it's not.
And
I don't enjoy watching it.
I've been absolutely loving the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. The new season started on the 5th, and I can't get enough of this show. I won't look and see how many episodes make up each season because I hold my breath and I wait for that little picture in the end there to say coming up next episode whatever. But I'll be on episode 8 of season 2, and I don't know how many more there are.
I was talking to a friend last night, and I interrupted her and her husband watching that, and she said it was fabulous.
Hang up on you.
But the thing that she likes even better, she said you have to watch Ozarks.
Oh, okay.
Yes. She said it's only 2 seasons so far.
It's easy to catch. So it's easier to
you're
catch
not sitting there binging all night long. Yeah.
I also watched Homecoming. I don't know if I mentioned that. I did mention it last week with Julia Roberts. That was a little dark. I have to go back, and even though I watched it, I think I need to pay a little bit more attention. It's more serious. Mrs. Maisel is it's
a fun thing to watch.
Right now, it's in the 1950s, summer of '59, so it's right before the '60s, and the Jewish, they're in the Catskills, and it's such a dirty dancing feel.
Okay.
When they go up for the summer to the Steiners, or it's just and the activities and the bathing suits,
the Poconos and the Catskills.
But you know what it is too. It's it's a family. It's family. It's about relationship. I don't know. I think we're all craving. Mm-hmm. This thing
old days.
That sense of something. Yep. I don't know, like this is what they did every year. You go to the Catskills for 2 months, and the woman who plays her manager is just it reminds me of the character Louise a little bit in the White Christmas. What did we see?
Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn. Thank you.
Really? She's like that?
I mean, she's excellent. She's her manager. The potty mouth. The language is foul as can be, but it's a great series. You got to watch it. That's Amazon Prime.
I don't have that. I'm not a Prime member.
Oh, excuse me.
I have to rub elbows with you to become a Prime member.
So we talked about this thing. Speaking of the holidays again, right? Because we're still in that frame of mind. This whole SantaCon thing now. Last week it was in New York. This week it's coming to Jersey, the Jersey Shore, as a matter of fact. What are your?
They're huge. But I don't really. I've tried one in Hoboken, and it's just.
Did you dress up?
No.
Oh.
They're awful. They're very crowded. People get very, very belligerent drunk.
Yeah.
It ends up being. It takes all the fun out of it. It really does.
That's what they're saying. The inception of this was supposed to be, fun and enjoyable. Once you add a bar crawl to it, and
sometimes have banned it. They won't even let them have them.
I know.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting in I believe it's Asbury Park, right?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
So be on the lookout for wayward Santas. But see, that's another thing.
Or chicks dressed as Santa
Think about
Claus.
this. Like, if you're like a little kid, I mean, I've been looking at some pictures on the internet, which I think are very funny of people. You know, why force your child? I mean, the best pictures are the ones where the kids are screaming. But seriously,
oh my God,
why are you forcing your kid to go sit on this person's lap?
They're like hysterical.
I mean, they're really frightened.
To the point where today it would be like child abuse.
Well, they're frightened.
I was never. I'm sitting on Santa's lap. I am smiling.
I mean, you're
from ear
still
to
sitting
ear.
on Santa's lap.
I'll sit on Santa's lap right now.
I mean, it's a little embarrassing waiting in line with you at the mall. I got to be honest.
That's okay, but I got good pictures, right?
Well,
I can document this.
Well, his face actually was really like.
Yeah, but did you see when I got up?
I think he was just.
Did you see when
his bells were jingling?
Did you see when I got up? There was a little magic
there
happening
for a while. So then you're Santa Pro, not Santa Con.
Are those bells in your pocket, or you're just happy to see me?
Please. I just think.
Are you going to do that all day long? I hope so.
Yes.
You keep giving out wings every time you do that. So I like it.
We have a class tonight. This is going to be interesting.
Oh,
so if you think we're on social media now, wait till after we take this.
I hope we don't get detention.
I'm going to bring my bell. Anytime the teacher says something that's untrue.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
Oh, God.
Liar.
So I could see us getting thrown out.
I can too, actually, but we should pay attention because I don't know. Maybe there's some magic trick that we're going to learn tonight.
I believe we're going to learn something.
We'll learn something, right?
Learn not to go back to college again. Okay, yeah.
So I had you bump into people all the time, and you say, oh, we should get together, and you and I both know that. You automatically know when you see somebody and they say we should get together. You already know it's never going to happen. But then every once in a while, you do. So I have been running into when I had my kids, we had them in a daycare. And the best part about this place is it's a family-owned, it's Italian family. It used to be a bakery, actually.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, the father passed away. And they took the building and they turned it into a daycare. Both are teachers. Both ladies are teachers. Sisters are teachers. And so... it's called the Gingerbread House. It's in West Long Branch, and both of my kids went there, and we really became very close with the two ladies who run it. And to this day, like the one lady's name is Rita. My kids still call her Riri because this is how many years later. But anyway, I keep bumping into Riri at my hairdresser nail salon, and so we finally had lunch together.
Is it Rihanna? No,
Rita.
It's Rita.
Yeah, Riri. Yes, I know some very powerful people.
I know, I can tell.
It was Riri and Roro for Roseanne and Rita. I mean, seriously. And I still see her and go, hey, Roro, grow up. Excuse me, I have to go to the potty.
Don't grow up. Don't grow up.
Well, if I see this one Santa thing, I could be scarred for life. That's seriously, though. You could really scar. Could you imagine driving down the road, your little toddler's in the car, and there's drunk Santa in front of your car, and the poor kid's going to go into trauma.
They do see them,
Anyway, I digress.
Please do.
Anyway, we had a lovely lunch. Rita and I had lunch last week, and it was just really nice to catch up and talk. And we started talking about people that we both knew, or people that watch the kids, and where are you now? And I said, I have this old phone book at home.
A phone book?
Yeah, remember a telephone like your own.
You actually wrote names and numbers
down?
You wrote
names and phone numbers in. And so I dug, and then when I tell you, you open it and the pages are like falling out and everything. And my kids, you can see my kids wrote their friends' names in there. It was like so cute. But it was really a walk down memory lane. Do you have you keep old stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. I have too much old stuff.
Calendars.
I have all these calendars that were I use them as a it's my agenda book, and I would take them out
in case you're ever before Congress or a Senate committee.
My
you need to know where
hearing.
you are. Yeah,
yes, for my podcast confirmation hearing.
I understand where you are.
Or when all the
in case Pandora wants to know
when we get really, really famous and they delve into my life, I have to be like, oh no.
Well, here's where I was on the 17th of May, 1977.
No, but it's good. I look back and I wrote down, had lunch with this one, or me, mom.
Where's that
went
bitch
this.
now?
Yeah,
I haven't heard from you in forever.
Actually, I really keep in touch with a lot of people from my past. I really do. I enjoy it, and I liked catching up with people and seeing them. It's nice.
I just thought it was fun to look at some of the names. I mean, I can tell you that some of them go back even before. Oh my God. Even before I met Randy, I had this phone book.
Oh, you had the phone book before.
And
it's an old phone book.
An old phone book. And it just, I don't know, I just thought it was really nice. And, it's that time of year, again, where I think people want to reach out and connect. I mean, the last couple of years, I have to be honest and say I haven't participated in the exchange of Christmas cards.
You know what? I'm just not a Christmas card sender.
You know what? Here's the thing, okay? We I used to buy Christmas cards, and I would handwrite a message, and I would handwrite our names. And then I got a little bit lazy, and I at least had our names printed. But I would always write a message. I love stickers. Like that's why I wanted to be a teacher, so I could put stickers. And I would always like embellish the card or the envelope with all kinds of Christmas.
You
stickers.
did? No way.
Yeah,
I don't believe
I know
it.
it's hard for you to believe. And I would always try to like make it very personalized. I mean, there's tools out there that can make things easy, like labels, so you don't have to address labels and stuff, so you don't have to handwrite cards and stuff. But then I started getting cards from people that I don't talk to.
Yes.
And certainly don't communicate with. And you could see the card is all pre-printed. The address label is pre-printed. And it's sort of like something that they just do off of their Christmas checklist. It has no meaning.
I got to tell you, my pet peeve thing are getting the Christmas cards with the family picture of these big Jugunda kids that are like, seriously, you made your kid dress up like that and stand there with the dog. And then they send you things from the beach. You know, like what they took in the summer. It's like, if you're going to send me a Christmas card, have a Christmas scene going on. You know, take it in front of your tree or do something.
Well, why do you...
And then and then what do you do with the pictures if you don't like? I feel bad throwing them out, but they're all gone. I can't save those things.
We've never done anything like that. All of our Christmas cards, like one year when we had our...
But don't you get those?
Yes. When we had... Well, not as much anymore because I don't have people in my life who have kids that are...
Who are these people? I don't even know who the people are.
Well, first of all, I'm not so sure. If you're going to send me a Christmas card from your family, wouldn't it be a family picture? But it's usually just the kids. I don't want to see pictures of your kids. Why would I put your kids on my mantle?
I know, it's ridiculous. I don't want anybody. Just send a Christmas card.
Right.
It's like
with a nose, and then half the time they don't even have. But see, this is the stuff. When I was doing headshots for.
You're acting?
When I was doing my WOBM stint there, I needed headshots, and I was starting the show in January. So I went around the end of December, which is like in December, I should say, which is like the worst time because that's when I went to like JCPenney. I went to a portrait studio, and of course every parent is there with their brood.
Yes, getting ready.
And I would feel so bad. And I thought to myself, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching these people, and I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
these are the memories that you're making with your kids that they're going to hate you for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And this is all part of, like today again, there was another segment on the Today Show or whatever show I had on about Christmas stress and Christmas stress. This is the kind of shit that we do to ourselves. Nobody cares. You don't need to parade your child in all matching outfits.
Matching sweaters.
The kid spits up just before the picture gets taken, and this one's doing that, and this one's crying. Why are you putting yourself through all of this stress and spending a fair amount of money to go to a portrait studio? Nobody wants to see your kids.
You get in fights with some people. Like one year we did it for my mother. Okay, the kids, and I think only Gia was born at the time. And we all got like these navy blue Ralph Lauren sweater. We looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the picture's hanging, like I look at it. But I remember it caused a fight because they were married. I wasn't. Angel had Gia. And it started about paying the photographer. Well,
by the person,
I'm by
by
myself,
the head?
and I had no, but it was like it actually turned into like it got nasty, and I'm like, this is supposed to be a happy occasion. It turned into a fight, and I'm like, oh my god, we can't even take a picture for mommy and put it on, and give it to her.
And it really should just be the kids. It should have been just you, not the grandkids and the husbands, and it should have just been
the thing. My brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, you're in it, and then Angel, Mario, and Gia took a picture alone with Gia, but it was just like. But then the rest came along, and then they're like, "How come we don't have that picture?" It's like, so it was
because
like,
you didn't pay your $5.
Well, no, I mean they weren't born yet.
Oh, so that's why.
Gia was the
why
first,
they did it after?
Yeah, they're like, "How come like we, you didn't do a picture with us?"
I could actually accept having a group. I love like a true family portrait that you have done, and as the children grow and as the family grows, that you add to it. Something like that. We're talking about a Christmas card, and when I went, I'm sitting there, and I was getting actually very annoyed because my time. I mean, it took me all of 10 minutes to do a couple headshots.
Well, that's what you get for going to JC.
But it was close. It was fast, and it was like my time had come and gone because little Susie pooped her pants, and we had to start all over again. And instead of inserting me in there because they had the background, then they couldn't decide on this, right. And then Grandma and Grandpa's there. I mean, it was a nightmare. And I just would like to say to people, think about this. Mm-hmm. Think about what it is that you're trying. What message are you trying to send to your kids from a very early age on about what the holiday is supposed to be?
It's all like keeping up with the Joneses. Like the people next door are doing it, so we have to do it. It's like, no, you don't.
Use your
Just do-
iPhone for
right,
fuck's sake.
seriously, just take a picture.
Shutterstock. I mean,
they're great.
They're fabulous, and they give Ellen an awful lot of
Or
money.
even like
for
if you
12
have
days of
Verizon
Christmas.
like I do. I mean, don't you get every once in a while they'll bring up a photo and they'll ask you if you want to print it and send it right to your house?
No.
Oh, you never get that on your cloud? Oh, I get that all the time. And they frame or do whatever you want for it, and it's really reasonable.
No, but I mean, again, how do we get rid of some of the stress? Okay, so
Well, I hope everybody loves the Chef Chicks pictures that we sent out. I mean,
we have to get Christmas cards. We can send out a Christmas card or two. If
Yeah.
you'd like a Christmas card from the Chef Chicks, send us your address. We'll come up with something for you.
Oh, my
But I
gosh.
mean, this year, and I have hundreds, and I'm not kidding, hundreds and hundreds of Christmas cards that I've accumulated over the years that I've to send out. So this year, I think I'm going to send a few very personalized Christmas cards to people. But I'm not making myself crazy. Oh, Christmas cards, check.
Yeah.
This, check. Like it just makes you stressed out. Got to bake the cookies. Got to bake this. Got to do this. Can't you have
Too
any
much.
fun? Nobody has any fun.
No, you have to just chill and be zen and enjoy the reason for the season. That's my message. If you're listening out there, just enjoy the season,
right,
with your family and friends.
Yeah, and
Make some memories.
and even like the gifts. Like we talked about this, though. I got a nice little gift from a little elf, which I thought was very, very nice of you. So it's not a pick for the week yet because I haven't actually started using it. Because one of the reasons that I wasn't ready was because I literally have lotions and potions. I should look like I'm 12 years old for all this crap I put on.
You look 16.
I put on my face. But a little elf, a little elf, a little Chef Chick elf sent me this lovely pack from Rodan and Fields. It is the serum, right? What is it? The serum.
I believe you got the hydrating serum in the silver.
Yes.
And then
And
you
the
get the little
beads,
beads?
like the
Yes.
bubble beads.
That's the serum.
It's got some retin-A.
If you use the roller.
You didn't send me the roller.
I know. Sorry.
I guess I
next
have to buy
Christmas.
it.
Actually, you know what? I saw. I shouldn't say that. Yes, get the Rodan and Fields one.
Well, it was very sweet of you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And just because this is exactly what we talked about. So,
well, that really wasn't a Christmas gift.
It's something. That you've gotten involved with, and I know you don't want to use the show as your platform, but you can use a shameless plug once in a while.
Every now and then.
But it was something. It was a Black Friday or Cyber Monday special, and I was hemming and hawing because again, I have so much stuff that I get. And I want to use some of it up because it does go bad. It doesn't stay forever. And once you start with a regimen, you really want to stick with it because you can't really see if something works if you're mixing and matching or whatever. So, and then one day, all of a sudden, you did ask me for my address that one time, but I don't know. You get lost every time you come to my
Christmas
house
card
or
of
whatever.
me.
Yeah, the one. There's that Christmas card. And then this package came, and I was just like, that was so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
But that's the kind of, to me, that's the way it should be, like a surprise gift. Like somebody wants something, and I also mentioned that I had my eye on a Maserati. Did I mention that?
Yeah, well, I said the two-door Bentley convertible, but I don't see that happening.
I don't see that happening either. Sorry.
Every time I
get you a little Matchbox car.
All right, I'll take that. What the hell? But when we get huge from iHeartRadio, I don't see a Bentley not picking us up, taking us where we have to go.
Taking us. Oh, so you don't mean the car? You meant the driver, Bentley. Bentley, take me to the
Bentley.
Take me to the
his
show.
name is Bentley, and he's driving.
A Bentley. Yes,
that'd be nice.
So Empire. Speaking of Bentleys, I don't know where that just popped into my head.
Well, I
did
wonder
you see
why.
it?
Yeah, I did. I finally watched it.
Okay, so here's what I just want to say. Don't these people know? Don't the Lions know that every single time they have some kind of event,
something happens,
that somebody crashes the event, and it's so unbelievable and outrageous. People are not going to mull around and listen to this. You've been to how many clubs? Come on.
God,
what is it? Leviticus, right? Is the name of the club?
Yep.
Come on, people.
But can I just ask you, when his baby had the gun, I thought something was going to happen.
I did too, actually.
So who's in that coffin? Because it ends with Andre. They're trying to revive him.
Right?
You think it's Andre in the coffin? That'd be too obvious, right?
Well, they never answered the question.
Well, I think that no,
because there was.
But it's obviously he is dying. He got shot.
There was a tweet from Empire. So, were you right about who was in the coffin? But I'm like, well, did they tell us somewhere along the line?
They didn't. Because I think they're assuming that we think it's Andre.
I didn't assume
because
anybody.
he's flatlining.
I can't imagine.
That's how it ended.
But I can't imagine him leaving the show.
Yeah, but don't forget he's gaining a son now. So I don't know if that's who's going to take his. But that would be hard because Andre's a good character.
I'm starting to be bored.
And it's getting a little
I'm sorry. I just don't know how many more times. I don't know
how many times Hakeem's going to grab himself and keep singing the same song over and over again.
And Tiana.
Yeah.
And
so they're together, they're not together.
Exactly. They gain empire, lose empire. I think it's time. I think that there's certain shows, as much as we are intrigued by them, run their course.
Yes,
and I think Empire should really call it maybe one more season.
I think the next season they should make the big whatever splash that they're going to make, end it on a good note, and
you got to end
home
on top.
Yeah,
that's our thing.
Yeah, because you don't want to get canceled. That's the worst thing.
That's embarrassing. And now we're in that weird, we're in that weird season
Nothing's
between
on.
now that we haven't gone to the movies in a couple weeks, but I think that's going to probably pick up when we start.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have some big plans for next year. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to be moving the show.
I know. Should we tell everybody?
Yeah, let's tell everybody.
Okay.
All right. Announcement. Breaking news from the Shift Chicks. Yeah, starting in January, we've kind of decided that we really are more evening people.
We are.
This morning crap's got to go.
It's getting up in the morning. It's like,
it's 11 o'clock. It's not that early.
the nightlife that we live, this can't happen.
Yeah, right.
And the appearances that we make, we can't be getting up this early in the morning.
So, we can't get up before noon. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing our show in the evenings, and we're going to take it on the road. So don't be surprised if you see something like as in with Mr. C's. We're going to be doing some thing going back to the paper mill at some point in time, talking to the cast.
In New York, we have things lined up.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
It's exciting.
We are going to be everywhere.
It's exciting. It's going to be fun. For years, radio's been out there. Podcasting is something that is becoming ridiculously popular.
Huge.
And I think a lot of people don't understand it. They're not sure what it was. That was something that was interesting to me at Mr. C's because it's a little bit of an older population.
Right, but when I was explaining to them, they were very intrigued. They were like, I can listen to it on my phone? And, they were really getting into it. And I was
anytime they want. Right. That's the other side. We love live. We like to go live.
Like they think the only time they can listen to a radio show is if they're sitting in their car.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, no.
Well,
this is the beauty of podcasting.
The world is coming to a new place. And I think that one of the things that I've talked about before is that we have become as we say, a Netflix society. We like to do things when we want to do them. And plenty of people, instead of listening to music the way they used to, are listening to their favorite podcasts.
Absolutely.
At the gym.
Sure.
In the car, on the train.
Most millennials don't even listen, like a radio in the car to them is like some foreign object.
Right.
As soon as they get in the car, they plug their auxiliary in to their phone.
Yeah.
And whatever, Spotify, iHeart, whatever they have on there, they listen to that music, their playlist, or they'll listen to podcasts. That girl, your friend's daughter, Annie.
Yeah.
She said that she listens to all her favorite podcasts.
She likes to listen to podcasts, and I think that's really cool. So we're gonna make we're gonna be making some changes after the first of the year. So we'll
keep the same day, right?
Pretty good year. I think
Tuesday.
we like Tuesday. There's something that nobody likes Monday, and Monday's so cliche, and we're definitely going to time it before This Is Us. So what you'll do is you'll listen to us.
Well, just before prime time in general.
Yeah.
So it's that awkward spot of TV between like that 5 and 8 o'clock. Where you don't know what to watch. It's like the same
cares?
thing.
The news is the news all day long.
How much can you watch Jeopardy? It's like,
but I love Alex Trebek.
Tune into
Wait,
us.
is that a question?
No, that wasn't a question. That wasn't in the form of a question.
The answer
Oh, yes, actually it was.
The question is, are you sick and tired of questions?
And I can't stand that Wheel of Fortune, so tune into the Shift Chicks instead.
People still don't know how to spell.
No.
They're still buying vowels. What is wrong with the world?
Oh my God, when they do that, I want to go through the TV and choke them.
It's like Jell-O pudding, and it's like,
can I buy an O?
Yeah, it's like J, double L, E.
Right. Can I buy an O?
I buy an O? Like, are you
Why are they just frightened that they're not sure of the word? I mean, I saw when people buy, like, I'll buy another vowel. Okay, we're out of vowels now. And then the whole puzzle is solved. They know it. And they're like, okay, I'll solve the puzzle now. I'm like, why did you just spend $2,000 on vowels?
See, this is why I can't have you watching network television.
Seriously, no.
This is stress. Look at how
Give me Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah,
I got to do that.
Well, there was one thing I did want to talk about, and I'm having difficulty because it's this tablet and I just do not get along. Today they were going to announce, Time Magazine was going to announce.
Oh yeah, you wanted to talk about
their Person of the Year. What I did catch is there's going to be 4 covers.
Yeah,
I did see that, and I believe that one of the covers is going to be the journalist. So the one cover is, I have my papers. Look at me in my papers. Is let's see, what was his gentleman's name? This was very sad. Jamal Khashoggi. He was the reporter that was killed in Saudi Arabia, and there's all this controversy going about that. And then I think I saw one of the other covers is the separated families. That looked like one, and then I honestly didn't catch the other two. So I'm pretty sure Meghan Markle is not in there.
So you thought she was, right?
She was. Well, she was on the short list of 10.
Oh, okay.
So it was Donald Trump, separated families as a group. Vladimir Putin, Robert Mueller, Ryan Coogler, who is the director of Black Panther, Christine Blasey Ford, who, by the way, what happened to her? I heard she got a lot of money from her GoFundMe page. And
she
then
got a lot of money, but
she just disappear
she
into
also
the
has
sunset?
admitted some things that she embellished on.
She did?
Yes, she did. I had a conversation with my mother this morning. Was like, what's the show about today? I said, we're going to talk about Meghan Markle being. Oh my God! She almost came through the phone at me because I said, why would she? She's like, well, what an accomplishment! Turning,
to get married and get knocked up.
No, well, she was saying like, she was a girl who was on Deal or No Deal, like opening boxes, and here she is now.
Duchess,
right? She's like, so it's kind of an accomplishment. I go, but for Time Magazine,
the criteria really isn't as it's people
obviously there's not much criteria
who influence the news.
Okay, well, she didn't
and the
influence
world
me
for better or for worse. I think for a lot of people, she brought to the fore. Okay, first of all,
you could be anything. I understand that.
I would not consider her as part of the maybe as a couple. They will change. Yeah. They will make some changes in the world, and they will have some causes that they will bring to the forefront. And he certainly has already.
He does
some of his mother's causes to the forefront. But I think just in general, I don't think she's that much of an influencer in terms of.
No.
I don't know, because there's a lot of people who are still very suspect of her motivation. I don't know if.
And then why are the immigrants trying to get in this country? The persons of the year,
the separated. Well, it's an influence. It's an influence situation, and I don't know what the other two are. I don't understand this piece of equipment. It's going to go through
the government does stuff like this, with the border, which I'm all for. As a matter of fact, Congress is offering Trump $1.5 billion today. That's not enough. He needs $5 billion. So
I could use
it's interesting to see what kind of compromise they come to, but. They don't want anybody in.
The government.
Now the girl that got murdered in North Carolina, the 13-year-old girl, her father is in Guatemala, okay, and he went and actually applied for a visa, gave all of his information, promised to come back. They denied the visa for him to come over. Now that I think is horrible. To come to her funeral. Okay.
Again, I don't understand. Well,
he was doing it the legal way, and he's. So I don't get that.
Once again, does there seem to be a rhyme or a reason? I mean, you see some of the photographs and you see these kids being separated. I didn't agree with that. I definitely did not agree with separating children from their parents. But I think hopefully we can come to some kind of process. One of the candidates was March for Our Lives activists. I don't know if they made it in. I think that those are the kids, and I think that's for the gun control. And I think that was absolutely something that influenced me, and I think it's going to change the world because it not only did it bring attention once again. Well, the shooting brought it to the attention to the world stage, but it really lit a fire in young people. And as you can tell by the polls this year that are and by the voting, people are excited. Well, maybe not excited. People are interested in making a change in their government, and I think that's a huge influence. And so, to me, that would be something that I would consider worthy of a.
I thought you were going to say the weed growers are going to become legal.
Well, that they were nominated.
I can't
because all the stoners going to get that. Yo, dude,
hey,
that'll
be
next
me,
year.
Man.
What's going on with Jersey? Pretty soon, right?
Yeah,
we're getting closer.
Any day.
That's a Merry Christmas.
We'll be podcasting. How you doing? Fran will be making brownies,
and it would be completely legal. Think of all the people that get out of jail free on that one.
Yeah, right.
Well,
unreal.
Right now, then, unfortunately, since it is not legal, we're just going to have to stick to alcohol.
That's it. And we celebrated that last week, the end of Prohibition. What did you say, Kevin, at Mr. C's? It was the 80, how many years? 84 years?
I don't know, but it was a long time.
A long time. His drink was after the Prohibition.
A scofflaw.
A scofflaw.
Scofflaw.
Made with rye.
Ooh. It smelled like alcohol.
Booze.
It made my...
That was a boozy
I have
drink.
a dentist appointment on Friday. I could just take that. I don't need Novocaine.
Really.
Just the smell of it like numbed my nose.
Mm-hmm.
But a shout out to Kev. Hey, Kev.
Yes, he was awesome.
And Karen. He
showed us how to actually do a shake martini
how
the
to
right
shake
way.
martinis and
the thing he did with the spoon, like, did you ever know that? I would have just put the spoon there and shook the ice cubes around.
It's changed my entire way I've looked at spooning.
I actually want to bartend now.
You do?
I really do, yeah. I always, I told you that was like always one of the things I wanted to do. As a side
So why
joke.
don't we open in like a bar studio?
Oh my God!
Can you imagine?
That would be awesome.
It'd be like a coffee house where people go and have coffee and podcast and do work, but they would come to our studio and they would podcast, and then you would
make
serve
them drinks. It's like Andy Cohen's show. He has the bartender there, the celebrity bartender every.
All right, so you can be the bartender, and I'll be the host, and then we'll switch.
All
right,
go back and forth.
All right,
I'm in.
I'm definitely a participant.
Doesn't take much to get me in.
All right, see how easy that was? Mm-hmm. This is how it happens.
You know why?
Because we go out there and make shift happen.
Thanks for listening, Shifters. Join us again next Tuesday at 11 a.m. as we spotlight the latest in exclusive restaurants, shopping, fashion, nightlife, entertainment, and the people who make Shift happen.